Hello, welcome back. Summon some Mazakim. Search for sites with a lot of people. Only found one this turn. We found a Lilium Veil, which is good because that's one Death Gem site. So that's something. But no luck with anybody else. Scleria has declared a new prophet. Oh, that reminds me, I can declare a new prophet as well. The remnants of our dead prophet's power have left the world. I haven't done that this turn though. I'll think about that next turn. Research is very tight this turn, so... we also attacked into a huge number of knights. It really is a huge number of knights as well. Got our crap units in the front. Skeletons in the front. Lion Tribe died instantly. Got some of our giants are ethereal now as well, which is cool. It works out okay. So we did lose one giant, unfortunately. As well as lots of rubbish. That was 17 knights and 2 knight commanders. But we took back Nilmeria. It's a good province as well. In Valgord, 410 people left, and in Ashdod we have Misfortune +3. Yeah, Nilmeria is an 88 income province, that's a good one. I'm glad we got that back. And we just found a Lilium Veil, where was that? In Forbidden Fields, cool. So I've decided, I think the best target for me to attack next would probably be Machaka. Machaka's still sieging Scleria. I'm right next to his cap here. I've got a huge kind of land border with him, and I can attack from the units that are up here. And all the units that are in my cap could go through here. All the stuff in the forts could go through here. He's really easy to attack. I think he's a good target. This turn though, we're right on the cusp of hitting Alteration 6. Which will let me transform my god. Which should be fun. I don't know if it's a good idea or not. But I want to do it. So I'm going to move my god over to Bandar-log, which currently has luck skills. It has no dominion at all though. So we might tip that, I don't know. There's another lab up here, which might be a bit further away from my dominion. But we'll cast that next turn. Hopefully my god turns into something cool. Because he's a bit puny. It's a bit scary having this guy on the map. And after we hit Alteration 6, I'm going to go back into construction briefly. I'd like to be able to forge astral boosters. And I'd also like to be able to forge some research boosters, because we've got lots of fire gems and fire mages. I think we could... I think lightless lanterns are at 6, right? We can't forge them at the moment, can we? No. Lightless lanterns, I think they are. So that's something we could use with our fire gems. And then I'm going to dump into Conjuration for a bit. We get lots of national conjurations. We've got the Mazakim at the moment, which aren't much. Malak are like priests. Liliths are seducers, I think. Hashmel are slightly better priests. Search for the Dead gives you a big ghostly giant with fear and full equipment, which is cool. Arrows are healers. So there's lots of stuff in here, plus all the general spells you'd want from Conjuration. So I think it's worth... We'll get Constix and then Conjuration 7, and then we'll see what else we want to get. Probably want to get some enchantment as well at some point. But that's the plan for now. In terms of movements this turn, so yeah, my god is moving to Bandar-log to cast Transformation. We've got... These guys have just finished site searching. They're going to go to Lovendalon to research. This is my other site searcher coming down to site search. The guys who just took this province are going to move off Machaka's borders just so that he doesn't get worried. I'll probably consolidate a lot of forces in this throne province. Not much else to say. We can see that Tianqi has this big army here from last turn. I think he might be just attacking this throne. But it is possible that he takes the throne and then, I don't know, thinks about rolling these units towards me, so we'll keep an eye on that for a second. But if everything seems okay, I think I'm going to try and attack Machaka in the next couple of turns. It seems like my best target. think Satiz is going to be... Oh yeah, there was this... I don't know what happened here. Ulm is no longer sieging Satiz, but I can't... I had a scout here, but I didn't see anything that happened. But I'm going to work under the assumption that Satiz and Ulm are now at war with one another, so I'm going to ignore that border for now. Hopefully Tianqi doesn't attack us, and then it's just Abyssia. I don't know what Abyssia is doing. But if all that holds, we'll attack Machaca. And if not, if someone attacks us, then that gives us a different target. That's fine. I don't want to preach with him because I don't want my dominion over here yet. I think that's everything. So I will end the turn. Oh. And I'll see you in a moment. Hello. Welcome back. We have a message from Tianqi. Boasting about the fact that he just cast Eyes of God this turn. Which is the dire portent. So I wasn't exactly sure how this spell works, so I asked him. But apparently he can see everyone's provinces now. But he can only see scouting reports where he has dominion. And he also gets to see all the graphs now as well. So I might buy some graphs off him maybe. I'm really tempted to see the research graph so that I know how far behind I am, because I have a feeling I'm going to be quite far behind on research. Maybe not then. Maybe I won't buy it. I mean, we also got alteration research finished. Going into construction now, then conjuration. You can see my research per turn is very low at the moment because I'm doing a lot of mage movements. I would rather worship a Tic Tac has found a wildfire glade. This is not what I was looking for. This is a Death 2 site searcher with Fire 1 who found a fire site that gives 1 fire gem per turn, but why not? And then we spied 3 kind of weird battles. First one was Abyssia throwing 2 scouts at Tianqi. Don't know why. They're not diseased or anything, so this isn't them being suicided. The province that he's throwing the scouts at is a fortress. I don't know what this was about. Could he have accidentally control moved scouts? I'm not sure. Leave a comment if you know what this was about. We also spied more scout shenanigans. Scleria throwing a black servant into Machacan army that we've seen about 20 times. It was good to see this again though, to remind myself what I'm up against. It's a really interesting sieging force because there's no mages at all. And the only priests that are here are... This guy's priest level 2. Yeah, they're just priest level 2, and they only bless like a handful of these spiders. And it's a great bless. It's like... Gives him solar weapons, which means he could hit ethereal units. Gets air shield. Attack skill. Gets bark skim, which is interesting. So that makes him vulnerable to fire, as you can see. But there's like no mage support or anything here. It's kind of weird. And then in Darkwoods, we got to see Ulm raiding one of Satiz's provinces, where Satiz had his god, who is the laser dog, who insta-gibs anything he bites. Pretty fun pretender. Decay weapons, reinvigoration, affliction resistance. I think we've seen that before. So he basically just buffs himself and then flies to the back lines. And starts eating people. He doesn't look that tough. He's got pierce resistance and he casts protective force on himself. He's got 22 protection and a shed load of fear. But besides that, he's got like no resists and I don't know. He takes very little damage from the Amish troops that he gets caught up with, though, which I thought was interesting. Yeah, but that's over here. So Ulmer's back on Sitiz's cap. He got caught out here. Bumped into Sitiz's god. I hate saying the word Sitiz, by the way. Valgard, minus 50% tax. Redbud Grove, another group of squires have been caught and interrogated. It's a shame, Redbud is 71 income, but I don't think I can defend this one. And in Mushwood we found 5 fire gems. And we foresaw that in 3 months there will be the arena. Okay, so this turn, I do still have some of Bandar Log's luck in Bandar Log, and my pretender is here, so let's transform him. Let's see what we get. Might get something fun. So I'm doing that this turn. Everybody else is going to move to the throne province here. I'm going to consolidate all of my troops that I have in the Parched Expanse and Ulman. So Parched Expanse is going to have this junk, which isn't that much, but it's a lot of giants and a lot of spellcasters. And down here in Ulman, we're moving a ton of giants, and this already has the archers and stuff. We have these guys here that we could move over whenever we finally like defend against this event that we've been waiting for like 20 turns. And over in Dunvale, I'm spending most of my death gems getting another batch of skeletons. I'm also casting Dark Knowledge one more time because there's a wasteland here, and I imagine wastelands are probably a good target for death sites. So this is the last time I cast this stupid spell. And I'm also forging a bunch of fires in jars to make sure we've got a lot of those. Over here I'm also forging a lot of endless bags of wine. So I'm building up to be able to... I think the temptation is to roll straight onto Scaleria and fight Machaca's army here. Because even though it's a huge number of sacreds, they don't have any spellcaster support. So I'm hoping if I just arrive here with like... what would it be, like 80 skeletons, 24 giants, all the ranged units, plus all the spellcasters who can cast Combustion, and they can buff up all my units. They can ethereal all my giants, given that his bless doesn't reach all of his sacreds. We can shit out a load of fire elementals that are good because he's got fire vulnerability on the units that do get blessed, although they'd be able to hit him. But either way, I would like to bump into this army in like 2 turns or so and try and fight it while it doesn't have any mages. If that goes successfully, then I can easily start raiding these forts and things, and then I have the second army up here that can start threatening Machaca and start raiding these provinces and stuff. That's a basic outline of the plan. Don't know if it's going to work out, but we'll see. And you can see I'm still moving scouts through Machacan territory as well. So we'll see how it goes. Am I doing anything else? Let's see. Lots of movements, casting transform, lots of fires in jars, reanimation, dark knowledge, endless bags of wine. Yeah, that's it. So we'll build up forces in Ulman, and then we'll move them down to Dunvale. And then we'll move straight on to Scaleria, or if he's took this fort, I don't know, we'll try and pin him in the fort. Yeah, that sounds good, I think. I'll end the turn there. So we'll see how that works out. And hopefully my god turns into something cool next turn. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you then. Hello, welcome back. Quite a lot of messages. 2 thrones have been claimed. Valuable Babysitter claimed the Throne of Knowledge. And we also had the Throne of Misfortune claimed. So let's look at those now before I forget, because I always forget. So, Knowledge by Tianqi. Red's Dominion enables the recruitment of Lawmaster. Damn, that's a lot of magic. Wow, they're very good researchers as well. And sages. Okay. And misfortune. Dominion gets misfortune +1, produces 4 pearls. That's Abyssia. Alright. Cast some summons and stuff. We cast transformation, as you can see from this little icon here. How knowledgeable are you in Dominions? Can you tell what this unit is? That's right, it's a giant sorcerer. This is pretty cool. So we've lost the stealth and the ritual range that the Master Enchanter had, but we gained a shitload of hit points, and we're also now size 6, which I don't know, that kind of inverts the pretender name somehow. Now I'm probably much bigger than everybody else's pretender. Yeah, and we keep all of our slots as well, which is cool, so we can still have all our slots. I think this is a pretty decent upgrade. We also have a lot more map movement now, because we lost the forest movement as well, I guess, but we gained mountain movement, and we gained a ton more base movement speed on the map. So, plus this guy looks pretty funny as well, which is probably the most important thing. He has this intrinsic grab and swallow attack, which very few things in the game have this. I think it just instantly kills anything it can be used on. Maybe the real small pretender humiliation would be somebody else's pretender getting grabbed and swallowed by my pretender. Maybe that's the real humiliation. But that's cool. I'm glad we did that. We cast Dark Knowledge. We found 2 sites. This is possibly a world first. We got a Graveyard of the Damned for 2 death gems and a Burial Mound for 1. That's 3 death gems per turn. Puts us up to 7 per turn. That's really nice. We finally have some death gem income, so I can confidently stride towards that death summon that I can't remember the name of. We also found an ancient temple, which is 1 astral pearl. We've seen that one before. That's in Shambhalak. And that's all. 2 new prophets, neither of whom have been renamed. Spider Battle in Silverham. This was on throwing a scout, I think? Yeah. But one of Citiz's forts. This is just PD. Not too interesting. Lots of events in Pantagruel's Legacy. The Knights finally attacked. In Ashdod, we lost some population to some wolves. In Thodaz, misfortune +3. And in Feral Woods, gems +2. Everyone gets more misfortune from the Throne of Misfortune. And we can check out the Knights finally attacking us. So, we have our spellcasters casting spells. They do swarms. This is a JBBM game, which means we get bug swarms rather than lots and lots of little units. So these are more like nature elementals than anything else. You can see they've got all the resist, they've got invulnerability, and they fly around doing tiny bites. And just like elementals, as they die, they get smaller and smaller. So they've got like multiple forms. We've also got Amazakim, who have been Iron Warriored and Ethereal and stuff. So they're a bit better than usual. Looks pretty well. So, managed not to lose anything. Didn't even lose any Mazics, which is pretty cool. And in Ashdod we got attacked by wolves, but we can deal with wolves. Okay, so I'm going to attack Machaka next turn, I think. I don't know if that's the correct move or not, but I feel like you have to attack somebody, so let's do it. Best case scenario, it goes well, we crush him, we roll over his territory. Worst case scenario, well, at least it's something interesting for the video, right? You always get wiped out. So here's the plan, right? Everything that can't immediately move into Machaka's territory, because all the stuff I've got in this fort over here, you can see could... Are these guys all researching? Yes. These could all very easily just attack Machaka this turn. Anything that can't do that is moving to the Kasavik Highlands this turn. So that's a lot of stuff. I don't know if I'll bring all of this stuff, but better to have the option than to not. So all the human units, some giants from Ashdod, some little priests, and all some of the mages that are currently in Pantagruel's Legacy. They'll all move there this turn. That means next turn we'll have units in Dunvale, units in the Cassivic Highlands, both of which are adjacent to Machaca's territory, plus the guys in Ulman who are technically adjacent to Machaca's territory. So next time we can sort out exactly how we want to sort out our troops and just head in there. I think taking town will be pretty good because that just cuts off this army. And if it still has like no mages or not even blessing all of his units, then that should be pretty easy. We just go here, walk into him, and then hope that we beat him. We've got like 30 sacreds, he's got like 80. But we have a lot more buffs and a lot more mages and stuff. And we can shit out those, swarms, fire elementals, all that stuff. Maybe do some Moors of the Earth. So we'll see how it goes. While we're doing that, I'm just summoning more skeletons and stuff. I realize that I can just see exactly how much siege strength I have for everything in this province. Pretty convenient. We have 225 siege strength. The fort that we're adjacent to, if this is to be believed, only has 250 wall integrity. So we could crack this fort open in one turn. So the plan is to just take this province, smash this army, roll over this fort in one turn, and then we've basically taken the southern half of Machaca's territory. So that's what's happening over here. I'm also declaring a prophet. I kept forgetting to do this. I don't really have a good candidate for prophet, so I'm just turning one of my Zamzamites into a prophet. That's just so that I've got something down here that can easily divine bless. So a bulk order of magnifying glasses will be my new prophet. He's pretty good. He's got Earth 3 and he's not old age. He's fine. Other things I'm doing is I'm forging. I'm not moving anything up here just yet because I want a lot of my Earth casters are currently forging Earth boots. I'm forging a ton of Earth boots. I want all of my Earth 2 casters to be Earth 3 so that they can more easily cast things like Moors of the Earth and Legions of Steel. In particular, it'd be nice if they can cast Legions of Steel without having to do Earth Power first, although I probably still will do that. But yeah, we're forging lots of Earth boots this turn. And then next turn, all the giants in this province can move straight to Whispering Wastes in one turn. So again, that puts us right on Machaca's territory, so we can have another army up here, getting ready to do stuff. And I think that's it really. I'm building a temple somewhere, but it's mostly just that. Reanimate, Earth Boots, Mazakim. Lots of Earth Boots and Mazakim. There's the temple. Yep, that's it. So this is mostly just putting pieces into position so that I can decide exactly how I want to do things next turn. So we'll see how that goes. A few other units on the map. I'm still searching for death sites. This guy's searching here, and then I'm moving this guy over to search Lupia next turn. Research is currently 479 per month, which is pretty good considering how many mages are forging or moving or whatever. It's going to drop off as we go to war. So I like rolling up with lots and lots of mages. Really need to push my Dominion out. That's the other thing I really need to do a bit more. But I'm getting the temple up in Parched. And then hopefully I've got enough gold for another one, and I'll get another temple probably in Morn. Next turn. I'm just recruiting scouts down here. I think I'm just recruiting priests here. No, nothing. That's fine. So I'll end turn. Thanks for watching. Oh, and I'll see you in the next video.